Hello, everybody. Laura back again. How are we doing today? Oops, I left my crocheting over here. Okay, there. I'm back. I'm ready to go. Well, mostly. I'm sorry this is early. Well, actually, I'm not because I know what I'm going to be doing this evening. Well, I hope I'm going to be doing this evening. Fingers crossed. Let me quiet my phone here so it doesn't make any noise while we're together. I want to welcome you if this is your first time. I want to welcome you back if you're watching this on replay. And of course, I want to welcome any live viewers I have. Hello, Sue. Thank you for being here. Okay, so I had a little bit of fun over the weekend. Well, it's still the weekend, but yesterday I had a voucher for a certain big box store. Michael's, thank you so much. So I went and I got some yarn. You can't tell, but it is purple. It is called Hot Springs. It's the Heartland yarn. It's very soft. It is a little bit of a small size 4, 5 ounces, 251 yards. And it is 100% acrylic. But I love this color. And I have some that I'm planning to turn into a blanket. I know it looks blue. I can tell it looks blue on my screen. So that was that with my voucher. And then I have a commission. Okay, it shouldn't be doing that. I'm plugged in. Okay, here we go. So I have a commission project, which I used some of this. I don't even think you can get it anymore. Get it out of plastic. Sorry about the rustling. Ice Cream Big Scoop from Lion Brand. And this is the colorway Unicorn. Green, couple shades of purple, couple shades of pink, 2 or 3 shades of purple. Well, maybe it's just anyway. 10 ounces because it's the big scoop. 1,117 yards. So I used a good chunk of the middle of this. Not a whole lot, but a good chunk of the middle of it. And I made a hat. And I have the strings still because I haven't quite decided how I want to finish the top. So anyway, at this point, it's totally reversible. So here it is lengthwise. Of course, you saw it brimmed. This is the other side. It is almost identical. I couldn't have done any better if I had tried to make it almost identical on both sides, which is why I am debating. See, it's just a little bit off. There's not as much green down here as there was on the other side. The other side, the green is a little higher up. There's less pink. But yeah, I really couldn't have done any better if I had tried to color coordinate. So this is for a young lady who is, I don't remember, 5, 6 years old. So I figured for a little head would have a bigger brim, right? And still probably be a little slouchy. So I'm thinking about putting her name in this green section to make it personalized. And as she gets older, her name, the brim will move down and her name will move down as well. So that's what I'm thinking, which is why I couldn't decide if I wanted to put a pom-pom on, as much as I dislike making pom-poms. So that's that part of the project. Now, remember the colors here. I better put it back on my hand. Remember the colors, and they are almost true to color here. That's definitely the green. So I picked up some Lion Brand Mandala Sparkle. So it's got that silver, whatever they call it. What's the word they use? Metallic polyester in there. Okay. You can't really see it. The sparkle is not showing up. I think it's because my lamp is too far over to the right and not shining. There's a little sparkle. I see a little bit. Anyway, so the colors on this one are not quite true as this one, but they go well enough that I'm going to make a scarf to go with it. So I bought 2 of them. So here's the second one. They're the same. What color? Yeah, good point. Hello, Bridget. Thank you for being here. So let's see. Color is Draco, which really, I mean, this is so unicorn to me compared. I mean, you know, I like my colors brighter anyway. So, but this one, the unicorn I was going to use to make a blanket. So I don't know if I'll have enough now to make the blanket as big as I was going to, but I have, it looks like my children, it's like how my children were born 3 years, 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days apart. Just put my shepherd's pie in the oven. Oh, very good. Okay, so I'm going to make a scarf that will go well enough with the hat. I am also making a unicorn applique. Here was my first attempt at it. You can't really see it, but there is a huge hole in the middle. Can't really see it, but there is a huge hole in the middle. So I've got to figure out how to either do it better. Oh, and my one ear is not done right. The other ear I did right. This is the unicorn's ears. The horn will go right here in the middle of the heart. And then there's a muzzle that goes down here, and then some black for the eyes. But I have a hole in the middle, so I'm going to have to redo how I do it. I wouldn't buy a pattern, so this is not my own pattern. So anyway, that is either going to go on the hat, which is what I was thinking. Instead of a pom-pom, was to put the unicorn head up high enough, and then make it so that her mom or her, if she's old enough, could take the unicorn off and continue to wear the hat later. Just a thought, you know, I'm trying to make it a mini aged item, trying to make it big enough that she can wear it for years to come. You could use the hole for the unicorn horse. Yeah, almost. It has a funny, I'm not so sure I like the way they did the last slip stitch, but if I had done the slip stitches properly, they could have filled in the hole. You can't see the work here. I no matter what I do, I can't make it show the stitching very well. Okay, but I can bring up the pattern because I have it over here. I believe that's the correct one. Yep, it's the correct one. So let's move it over here. Move it over here so it's closer. There we go. And then come back in here. Present. Share screen. This one. Share. Okay. Oh, you can't see it. Hold on a second. Okay, so there it is. And you can see that her hole is filled in way better than mine, and I'm not sure why. And I know what I did wrong on the first ear. Actually, it's this ear. The second ear was fine. Where's the picture of all of it? I don't think I'm going to do the flowers with the beads in the middle. I might, we'll see. But that's the unicorn that I am trying to reproduce for this hat. So, why am I on early? Hello, Miss Samantha. Thank you for being here. I am on early because my plans for the evening were adjusted yesterday. And so I am trying to make space for something that I want to do tonight. Go in. Go on. Go on. Good girl. Thank you. So that's why I'm on early, because I wanted to have time to do this other thing tonight. Okay, let's see. I need to remove the unicorn. Actually, If I make myself small again, I can show the unicorn again. That's not the one I was doing. It was this one. No, that's not it either. I don't remember which one I was doing. Anyway, oh, nice. We have the ad in there now too. Whoopee. Okay, so that's what I'm working on. Remove. Okay. Delete. I should say stop. There we go. She has a hot date. Well, we can dream, right? We can dream, Sue. We can dream. Okay, so let's see here. I talked about that. I've talked about that. Oh, I did this unicorn in the size 4 with a, see, what size did I use? I did it with a 4 millimeter. Yeah. She actually calls for size 4 yarn with a 4.5 millimeter. So I may have to make it a little bit bigger. Maybe then I can make it work better. My other thought was I have the size 3 yarn. Oh, this is for that one. I was going to go with the 4 with the size 3 yarn and see if I could make it work. So make it a little bit smaller. I don't want it to be too big. I just want to put it on the hat, and then I'm going to sew her name in. I'm going to sew her name in by the through the knit stitches. So that's my project, and hopefully her aunt will be happy. So, I cleaned my Christmas tree lights. Do you remember how I've been saying I'm going to paint my Christmas tree lights? My purple Christmas tree. I wanted to put the lavender paint over the lights so they weren't bright white. Duplicate stitch. Thank you. That's what it's called. So I washed the light bulb, so it's sitting over there dry now. So I got to find my paintbrush and my water cup, for getting rid of the paint, getting it off the paintbrush. And I'm going to paint all of the light bulbs. I don't think I'll get it done today, but I'm going to get it done soon enough. But I'm preparing on things that I've been letting stew in my brain, that the Christmas tree's been stewing in my brain for I don't even know how many years now. But other than that, yeah, I'm just sort of working on stuff that I've had going through my mind. We'll see what I come up with. I'm working on my other moss stitch. This is the one that I actually flip it over each time. Hopefully I don't lose my hook. Well, I don't see the hook. There it is. I almost lost the hook. Found my hook. Okay, good. So plop that on the floor. So this is the blue and green one that I started a long time ago, and I'm still working on it. And I am up right there. I'm right there. Okay. So this is my project for right now. It goes on the bus with me. And I will figure out who it's going to when I run out of time or yarn or whatever. I also pulled my comforter off my bed because I need to cut my comforter, make it smaller. It's a king size on a queen size bed. My queen size bed is now closer to the floor. So where does all the extra material go? Onto the floor. And I've tripped on it and fallen twice. I think that's enough. It's time to get on with my plan to fix the problem. I also have my white one I need to do. And then once I get that done, then I have to remeasure it because I'm going to make a couple of duvet covers. I know of a possible new home for the blanket. I know you do. And anything's possible. But I haven't made that decision yet. Everybody who sees me working on it on the bus course, not the guys so much, but all the women, they see me working on this blanket on the bus. They're like, oh, that is so beautiful. Oh, you have an amazing talent to figure out how to do that. And I'm like, well, the crocheting isn't all that hard. Anybody can learn it. Although I've run into enough people lately who are like, oh no, I'm not going to sit around and knit and crochet in my old age. I'm going to go work. I'm going to do things. I'm going to go out places. And I'm like, enjoy that. I'm happy for you. That's your decision. You know, it's like, I'm not even retired yet. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. But do you have back problems? Do you have swollen and painful feet and hands? Do your joints ache all the time? Okay, maybe not all the time, but it feels like it the last few days. Yeah, I see the hand there, Sue. I get it. You know, is it hard for you to stand for long periods of time? Is it hard for you to sit for long periods of time? You know, does your back hurt? Does your neck hurt? Do your hips hurt? You know, it's just like, okay, enjoy. That's fine. But I have more issues than you have, and you're 60 something or 70 something, and I have more issues than you have. So I have to make decisions for my health and my life on my own, not based on the fact that you want to go out and do things. Great. I'm happy for you. I have slightly less aspirations than that. Right now, I'm just happy that I have some income of my own, some, not much, and that I've got the opportunity to do more training, and I'm moving forward in my way, in my assessment of what I can do, not somebody else's assessment. Yes, and of above health wise. Yes, exactly. And I'm not going to spend the rest of my life sitting in a chair crocheting or knitting. Well, that's fine. I happen to have a YouTube channel and I am sharing my love of crocheting and knitting with others, and that is my activity in my free time, besides some of the extra training that I'm getting on top of what I'm getting when I'm actually at work, which, remember, it's not a job, it's training. Okay, so I'm working on the blanket. I've got the hat. I've just got to do the last few touches on the hat. Now this hat is actually 3-weight yarn, and I think my white is my size 3 white is actually thinner than the yarn on that hat. So I'm thinking it might be smarter to do the duplicate stitch with the size 4 yarn so that it stands out a little bit more. I mean, obviously I could double the 3-weight too, which would make it a 5, and I don't think that would work very well. So I think the 4 might be my better choice for that. You know, tell me what you think on that issue. That I would appreciate a little bit of advice. You know, advice is maybe asked for sometimes, but it's not always followed. I'm sorry, Laura, your ceiling fan is messing with my eyes. Oh, I sped it up. I'm sorry. Let's see. Can I get it? How's that? Is that a little better? Yeah, I sped it up because it was 82 degrees in here the other afternoon. There. Does that work better, Sue? Or did you leave me? I see just a teeny little bit of it in the upper right corner, but I don't see it flashing like it was. Okay, yes, it is a little better. All right, well, I'm not going to get up and walk all the way around and slow it down at this point. But thank you for telling me that, because that's not something that I would have thought of. Oh, are you going to sit in my lap? All right, Venus, sit down if that's what you're going to do, but you're going to get disturbed because I have got to put in my time on this blanket today, because after the live, I have to put time in on my class. And then on top of that, I have to make something so that I have something to eat for lunch tomorrow. Yeah. Hi, Venus, Sue says. So let's see. Yesterday was really, really just a rainy, dreary day, but I had a great day. Yeah, well, we could call it that, but I can't discuss personal matters on the live anymore, except I do mention the divorce from time to time because it's still not over yet. Because my almost ex periodically watches my shows, so I cannot discuss my personal life anymore. Although, like I said, and I shouldn't, but I do talk about the divorce. So I can't say yay or nay to that, Miss Sue. So, let's move on. Venus, are you being silly? She just wants Mama's hand to rub on her and make her feel loved. Do you have another? Where is your hairbrush, cat? We got to brush you. Where did I put it? Oh, I got my snap paperwork finally. I got to get that done. I finally found your brush, Venus, and you left me. Why am I not surprised? Well, I was wiggling, of course. She's down there flopping her tail because she's mad. All right. Hot date with your computer study. Yeah, thanks. And I got to make dinner because I got to have something not only for dinner, but I got to have something for lunch tomorrow too. So I've got lots and lots of stuff I got to get done. I got to put the rest of my laundry away, fold my sheets, all that regular everyday stuff that I'm the only one that can do now because, right. So that's what I'm up to. And so, wow, it's been almost 2 years in this apartment by myself. Well, with my cat, obviously with Venus. But it's just got the text. Hi, ladies and Sue. Thank you for being here, Lynette. My kitchen smells yummy. Yeah, I'll bet it does. I made lentils and wild rice and diced tomatoes. And what was the other thing I put in there? Oh, diced hot green chilies. And I made that. Hello, Michelle. Oh my gosh, it's been a while. Thanks for being here, sweetie. And at the food bank, I got these giant, huge burrito flour tortillas. So I went ahead and I made very large burritos with that. I got 3 out of the first batch because I'd already eaten some of the rice and lentils. It was very, very, very yummy. And then I made jasmine rice, refried black beans, and corn for the other burritos. I made these on Wednesday because, yes, I have a different day off. It's Wednesday now. It's been a while. Life gets crazy. No kidding. I'm sitting here sweating under this blanket. I don't know what the temperature is. It should be right around 70. I think the cat was cold last night because the temperature outside did go down. It was supposed to snow. I think maybe once or twice some snowflakes actually fell, but nothing stuck here where I live. That's putting it mildly, Michelle. Yep, that is definitely putting it mildly. So I was talking about my commission piece. So if you missed the beginning, definitely go back and look at what I did, what I picked up, and what I've been working on for this commission piece. I'm going a little bit above and beyond because it's for a coworker, and I appreciate the fact that she thought about me. So I am doing a little bit more than was, I guess you could say, was actually asked for, because I feel like adding to the idea. So I'm having fun with it, but it's taken me, I don't know how many weeks to actually get around to doing it, because I really had to make sure that this is what I wanted to do. And somehow going to Michael's helped me solidify, yes, this is what I want to do, and this is how I'm going to do it. And then I bought 2 of these at Walmart, the big box store, to make a scarf for this little girl. So I'm happy. I'm hoping that she'll be happy, and I'm hoping that the little girl will be ecstatic when she finally gets these items. So other than that, I've been very busy, and I swear I spend 4 hours a day waiting for, writing on, and getting off of my little bus. It kind of kills some of that time that I should have. But that's why I take a project with me on the bus, so that I get my crocheting time in, because with the class that I'm doing, I don't have any other time to get anything done. I mean, I barely have time to remember to make myself some food. Which reminds me, I have to make oatmeal this evening, so I have breakfast for tomorrow and Tuesday. Oh, I had a yummy, yummy smoothie today. I'm sure the little girl will love it. Yes, I'm pretty sure she will too. So today I got up. I couldn't sleep after. I got 4.5 hours of sleep, just out cold. Slept very well until I woke up. Well, it was time to take my pain pill, which, okay. So I took my pill, which woke me up just a little too much. So I was playing on my phone, watching things on my phone, doing stuff on my phone, looking at stuff on my, and then I couldn't, when I tried to go back to sleep, I couldn't, because Venus was all, come on, Mom, pet me, pet me, pet me. And I'm like, go lay down, go away, go play, go eat, whatever. I'm like, Mom's getting more sleep. Mom's resting. Because I didn't know if I was going to be able to sleep. I mean, I slept so good in those 4.5 hours. It was absolutely amazing. Yeah, that's what I get for turning my phone off at 2:30. I know. Or 2 o'clock. I guess it was 2 o'clock. 4.5 hours. Yeah. Six something, 6:25 or something like that. 6:22, I think, is when I woke up. Anyway, so I know I went in and out. I know I slept a little bit. And then I'd wake up, and then I'd sleep some more, and I'd wake up. So yeah, the rest of my sleep was not so great. So I stayed in bed late. I got up 11:30. I was on my phone again by then, and texting with my girlfriend, a girlfriend, I should say, a demanding kitty. Oh yeah, from the time she knew I was awake at 6:30, constant. Just she'd lay down for a little while, and I think that's when I would sleep a little bit, and then she'd come back and she'd be like, "Mom, Mom, pet me, Mom, wake up, Mom, Mom." So I'm just like, go away, Venus. I love you, but go away. I'm resting. Oh, goodness gracious. So anyhow, not the best morning sleep, but I got 4.5 great hours. And, oh, that's what I was getting at. That's where I was going with my story. I decided to make Banana Dream this morning because I could make the Banana Dream and then just rinse out the blender and make the smoothie, because it also had banana in it. So it was no big deal if a little banana came across from this Banana Dream to the smoothie. So I rinsed off what I needed to, and then I just kept going. So I built the smoothie next, and then I drank half of that, so 24 ounces. And very yummy in my tummy. And just, got moving. Had to take care of the laundry off the drying rack. Took care of that. It's all on my bed now. After I pulled off the comforter, I put the clothes on the bed so that I can take care of them. And then the sheets that I washed that I didn't get folded last night still need to be taken care of. So they're waiting for that as well. Okay, so where was my other end? Oh, there it is. I have a bit of a knot, so I'm working on that. That is funny. For some reason, my dog has been like that too. I think it's because she could hear me being upset because I was crying. Okay, that's that side of it. This is this side of it. Okay, good. Pull this out. I'm almost to the end of this round. It's actually a row, but that's okay. Row. It's a round. Just took out the shepherd's pie of the oven. Yes. I'm sure it will taste as good as it smells, but I can't smell it way over here. So I've just been, trying to come up with a routine that fits with my class, that fits with my life, that fits with my channel. So there's some stuff that I want to get done. Although I wanted to do I wanted to videotape doing the hat last night, but my phone didn't have enough charge, so I ended up having to charge my phone instead of videotaping. Oh well. I took some pictures of it, so it'll be on the next monthly make. Which, oh, by the way, is coming up. My question is, do I have any volunteers to clean my kitchen? Hey, I'll take some volunteers for my kitchen too. I started my dishes. I still need to clean off my stove. And that was from a few days ago's mess. Let's see. I'm still trying to figure out my end on this is such a mess. Sometimes I add an extra stitch. Sometimes this time it's actually going to come out right, I think. Okay, so now I need to go in here and pick up. Actually, I need to go under the stitch. No, that's too low. Is it just this one? No, where's the other half of the stitch? There it is. Got it. Under there, slip stitch that. Oops, I just did that wrong. Okay, and that just got all screwed up. And I need to move that. That's the one I need to move up. Okay. So do that again. Find the other half of the stitch. Bring this one up and bring it through. Pull that down. Bring another one through. Turn. I've never had shepherd's pie. You are really missing out, Lynette. It's been a long time since I've had it. Bring this over here. Okay, next one is right there. There we go. Okay, I'm going to run out of this brown. So I got to pull my other brown out of the bag. Where'd you go? Come on, I know you're in here. There you are. Okay. Okay, this is the right one. That's the wrong one. Here we go. Okay. Come on over, Lynette, so you can sample mine. Isn't it basically mashed potatoes on top of a stew, then baked? Yes, similar. I'll be right there. And shepherd's pie was used to be made with lamb, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. If anybody knows better than me, please speak up. So yeah, just working on this, working on that, just living life. Yes, I'm busy. And things are okay. I'm not complaining, that's for sure. Oops, I have something wrong with this string right here. All right, come on. Got it. I'll be right there. So yeah, just going along. Needed to adjust the time on today's live so that I could be open for the possibility of something I wanted to do tonight. We'll see if it happens. Well, I'll see anyway. Cool beans, and I'll have you clean my kitchen while you're here as a compensation. I use ground lamb in mine. I thought that was lamb because it's Irish, as I recall. I could be wrong there too. Whoops, ran out of string. Okay. Oh, I thought it had a knot in it. We'll just go like that. And pull this one over. Oh, that's too long. That's still too long. Whoa, I just lost my stitch. Dang it. Okay, that's better. Now let's tie a little knot here so it'll stay put. Okay, now I can take care of that later. Keep going around and around and around, and stitch after stitch after stitch. I love the moss stitch. It's so quick and easy that my brain doesn't have to focus too hard on it. Sounds like a fair trade. I do like the barter system. Can't get lamb around here. Well, I believe it can also be done with beef just as easily. May not taste the same, but it'll be close. And it's like a stew, so it's carrots and onion. I would probably put celery in it because you got to have a little bit of. For me, I got to have a little more vegetables in it. Obviously, mine would be vegetarian or vegan, I should say, if I did it. But you guys have given me a good idea, so I might have to look that up now and see if I can figure out how to make a vegan shepherd's pie. I know somebody's probably done it. I don't need to figure it out on my own. I just got to find a recipe that's close to what I like and what I want and go from there. Which reminds me, I need to put oat milk on my grocery list because I ran out this morning. $3.44. Oh my gosh, I've almost made it an hour. This is awesome. I'll probably be doing this more often. I know that on April 27th, there is a concert that I am going to. It's at Laura is vegan, whereas I'm a carnivore. Yes, I know. That's why I said you could probably do it with ground beef. And Laura is holding her own with her diabetes. My last A1C was 6. That means I've been at 6 3 times in a row. Just use plant-based beef. Ugh, no thank you. I would rather have the vegetables than the artificial plant-based meats. I don't mind eating just the vegetables and the beans and the rice and the oatmeal and the blueberries and the raspberries and the strawberries and the frozen peach slices and fresh raspberries and fresh blueberries and frozen blueberries. And I've got such a cornucopia of foods. And there are some new things in my life too, like the lentils. I hadn't eaten lentils since I was a kid. And now I've got 3 different colors. Yes, I have 3 different colors lentils now. And there's like 5 different colors, but I can only find 3 in my area. So I'm like, yay, variety, woohoo! And I use quinoa and jasmine rice and brown rice and wild rice. And if you season them right, they're delicious. They don't need the butter. They don't need the beef. Although I have to say, I use the vegetable stock. I use the already in the big foil containers. I buy those. They're unsalted. Big, yes, I know, yuck on the lentils. I know. Lentils taste like what spices are put with them. Otherwise, they're bland. They really have no taste of their own. They take on the flavors and the taste of the spices that you put in with them. If I want them to be more Mexican-like, I'll put, cumin and cayenne and oregano and sage and cilantro even. What's the other one I usually use? Oh, chili powder. If I want it to be more Mexican-like. If I want it to be more meat and potatoes-like, I have beef broth, vegan, artificially flavored, and chicken broth, vegan, artificially flavored. And I buy them in these little containers. They're powder. So I just put how many ever those in with the water for the soup or the boiling water for the lentils or the beans, depending on if I'm doing hard beans and softening them and cooking them, or if I'm doing them out of a can, then I have to rinse them, because, although some of the ones I use are salt-free, but I have to rinse them, and then they can go in. So I am actually very happy with what I eat, and I share it with my friends, and I have nothing but rave reviews from my best friend, and she loves when I give her some of my food to eat, which I don't do all the time, but she has enjoyed them. And she always likes it when I say, hey, I've got some of this to give you. She's like, oh, yay. And she has found that she eats less meat than she used to. And she wanted to recreate this casserole because she absolutely loves it. And her family member who helps her with her finances said, no, you can't afford that. It's organic. It's too expensive. So I always make sure I give her some of that one when I make it, because she can't make it on her own like she wanted to. And I mean, I could have made it with rice. She could have just changed it to rice, and it would have been the same casserole, except it wasn't quinoa, it was rice. So, but yeah, I actually enjoy my food. I'm eating way too many dates, but I try to make sure that I am eating a bite of dates and a bite of vegetable, whether it's spinach. I probably should try the Vegemite, but I have the nutritional yeast. So I have something that's very close to what you're talking about. What we've talked about that as well. So I just want to say I'm sorry to my friends if you feel like I've been putting you on the back shelf. I really have been very busy trying to get things accomplished. And if you want to know more, if you have my number, send me a text or call me. But I do have to work on my class today, so know that I wouldn't be able to talk for very long. So, I am close. 10 more minutes to go. Just trying to get as much of this new color established on here as possible before I have to get up and do other things. I need to hang up my clothes. I need to clean off my table so I can get my comforter up here, figure out exactly which line I'm going to cut across, make a line. Number one, I have to make a line. And then I have to carefully cut the material so that I can create a little edge on it when I finish it up to make it smaller. They're both of my comforters are going to get duvet covers. Once I get the comforters cut the way I want them, the length I want them, the width I want them, the width, because the width is longer on a king size than it is lengthwise. Thinking of putting it on the bed. Lengthwise of the bed is a smaller number than widthwise across the bed and hanging down. Okay, so you have to think about it like that. So it's actually the width that is too wide, and my queen size bed is closer to the floor now. So that brings it all down to the floor. It hangs all of the floor all the way around 3 sides. And then my feet get curled up in it and I trip. So that has to end. So that's what I'm working on. But I already have the material for front and back on one duvet. And the other one, I have the material for the front. And I think I have picked the material for the back. I just have to wait until I have a little more money to go pick up the material. I have to figure out how much I need and then wait till I have enough money to go pick up the material for the second one. So those are a couple things I'm going to be working on, as well as my class, as well as work, as well as getting to go out and do things, spending time with my girlfriend here, which is scarce. So if you feel like I'm putting you on the back shelf, how does she feel? So you could put it on the bed and then fold it to the new width. Yep. That's basically what I've already done. And I put safety pins at least on one end. I can't remember if I put them on both ends, but I at least put safety pins on one end so I would know approximately where my 2 options to cut were. So yeah, I probably should put it back on the bed and check to be sure which one I want, but that's going to take a little bit of work. And right now, I don't know if I can accomplish that and get my clothes put away, which are, of course, are lying on the bed. So, did I do that right? Yes, I did. Just turned a corner. Yep, to figure out how much material I need. That's true. That's very true. And I'm not too worried about that. There were like 4 different materials at Hobby Lobby that will definitely work for the back of my second one. It's mostly pieces of unicorn material. A lot of them have the glitter to the unicorns. They're almost all on white. And then I have a bunch of rainbow pieces that will go around between. And then those will just all get sewn together. And then I have to have the material for the back because I'm going to do that. Much to do and no time to do it. That's right. That's exactly right. Okay, so let's see. What else can I talk about now? Oops, come back here, you. I have to go cut my pills too, so I don't have enough to get through the week. Oh, I'm into the green now. I forgot there's green and black, yellow with the brown. Forgot about all the different colors in this one. You can use old flat sheets as the backing fabric. Yeah, except they're in a box in the storage unit. That's a good idea, though. I have one that would work, but I don't know where it's at. Pretty sure they're in a box in a storage unit. I might have one over there in that box, though. I think that's too dark. But yes, that's a good idea. A very good idea. Because it's the bottom sheets that had the holes in them. And I'm making handkerchiefs and cleaning rags out of those. Handkerchiefs because, cheaper than buying Kleenexes, although I bought more Kleenexes and I didn't need to in the end, but oh well. And I want to get the light bulbs on the purple tree done too. I bought a purple light bulb for my lamp in my bedroom because the white light was just so bright and I really didn't need the third light to be so bright. So I bought a purple one. And I'm very happy with it. I think I have a picture. Maybe I can post it so that you can see what I'm talking about. Because I can post it on the posts. But the hat for that little girl is just adorable. And I'm thinking I'll keep it reversible even though they're almost identical. There's more pink on one side and it pushes the green down. But it's still there. So, and I'm making the unicorn applique. Although this one's not very good, I'm going to make another try. This one's not very good. It's basically a heart with ears and the horn goes in the middle. The horn goes right here. And then it gets a little muzzle on the bottom of the heart. And then it has like 3 little flowers. And I don't know what I did with my thread, let alone my really small crochet hooks, my steel crochet hooks. I don't know where they are. So I don't know if I'll actually get those little flowers done or not. And they won't have a bead in them because I'm not going to go looking for the beads because they're in the storage unit. You could also duplicate stitch the unicorn. I thought about that too. And then there's another way to do lettering, but I thought that would not be quite the smartest thing. But you do the knit I-cord, and you make it as long as you think you're going to need it, and you lay it out like cursive, and then you put a wire in it. Venus hid the hooks. Yeah, probably. You put a wire in it and so that it bends, and then you just sew it down. And I'm like, I'm not so sure that's a very good idea, with the wire. So I'm trying to decide if it'd be worth trying to do the I-cord and then create the cursive of her name and then sew it down. So I'm still working on how I'm going to do that, but I still think the duplicate stitch would be quicker. I know the duplicate stitch would be quicker. It's been a long time since I did an I-cord, and my I-cord last time was not very good. It was kind of big. Well, I did it with the double pointing needles, so it wasn't very good. Okay, well, we made it past an hour. It is 4:01. Thank you for being here. Those of you who were here, please watch the replay for the beginning if you missed it. I appreciate you understanding that I have things I need to do tonight. Hi, Lulu. Been a while. I need to send you an email. Glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Again, it's been great. Thank you for accepting that I came on early today. It depends on how long her name is. That's true. Luckily, it's not that long. So hugs, kisses. I appreciate you all. Thank you for being my friends. Thank you for watching my channel. Bye. Have a great week.